Hi everyone, my name is Trishana Powell, and for this video, I'm going to be answering 3 mock interview questions. So, starting off with number 1, we have, what qualities and skills should a good lighting artist have? Now, to me, I think any good lighting artist, including myself, should first have an understanding of the way that lighting works coming from the real world. To be able to replicate lighting in 3D, you must first understand how it works coming from its natural source. And there's different ways you can go about learning this. I know for some people, they study lighting through photographs. Other people just kind of practice on their own and do their individual lighting studies. Or like me, I learned lighting through just going out in nature and observing the lights and how the shadows it casted all interacted with the environment. That's kind of how I got my start from there. But I do think those are really important qualities to have as a lighting artist. But it's also equally important to possess a set of hard skills. And when I say hard skills, I mean being knowledgeable of all the 3D in the standard industry programs that are being used currently. So programs like Photoshop, Maya, Houdini, Blender, and even Cinema 4D all help lighting artists kind of set the tone, the mood, and atmosphere for a scene. And together we can all help production give a project its final look. But moving on to question 2, I have, what companies, creative products, or brands do you most admire and how do they influence your work? Off the top of my head, I can think of one company, and that has been Weta Digital. They're a visual effects company based in New Zealand, and they're responsible for most of the major motion picture films that you may have seen today. So films like The Hobbit, Avatar, Lord of the Rings, and most recently they did the Batman movie, which was pretty good. They're the studio behind that. They've been around for about 30 years now, very long time. They've been a major influence in a lot of the work that I do. They're kind of one of the reasons I wanted to become a 3D artist to begin with. I just fell in love with how realistic their renders can be and how they use lighting to really enhance their characters and capture the emotion and mood of a scene. I think that's really amazing that they're able to do that. I mean, if you've seen any of their movies, like Avatar, for example, they do a pretty amazing job of making it seem as if you're part of their world, Pandora. But moving on to our last question, we have, let's say someone tells you to design something without any or very little context beyond the project prompt. What do you do? I feel like if I'm ever faced with that scenario, then it would be left up to me as a professional to then seek out other areas of information. Now, whether that's through researching different materials or referencing, maybe through other members that are also on the project, or I can create different drafts to provide different options for the client. But I think ultimately the best option, in my opinion, would probably be setting up a follow-up interview with the client, at least if I'm able to. So then that way I can gather some more information, and then we're able to kind of open that line of communication so that, we can be able to accurately capture the client's vision and make sure the project's progressing the way that it needs to be. But I think that might be it for all the questions today. I definitely do welcome any feedback or questions. Thank you for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.